My beautiful friends, I felt like coming on and doing a face reading today to connect with you. And this one feels like it's going to be good. It feels like it's going to be good. Hazel eyes could be symbolic. Instant connection. Spark. All right, so let's see what this reading is about, and then we'll get tarot. But I hope you guys are all doing well. So I'm just going to shuffle these once. Oh dear, were you dealing with a runner? I have my Kleenex ready. We have commitment issue. So were you dealing with a runner? All right, let's see what's going on here. I'm also hearing the song Cecilia by Simon and Garfunkel. I'm not sure if that's symbolic to you. We have vacation. Are you taking a vacation? Green eyes. All right. It also says break. So maybe you're on a break with someone with commitment issues. I'm going on vacation in April. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Fate, meant to be divinely guided. All right, so something's being divinely guided right now. On a break, person with commitment issues, being divinely guided. All right, so let's see what's going on here, my friends. What's going on here? There's that player card. Vibration. Raising your vibration, energy shift. So I was talking about this in a reading yesterday, but we call in the vibration that we're at. So that's why sometimes we can call in repeated cycles if we haven't healed from the cycles. Or I'm hearing what we're willing to accept is how we, or hang on. What we're willing to accept is how we tell people how to treat us. So perhaps you were dealing with someone with commitment issues, and maybe it was hot and cold, in and out, inconsistent, and perhaps you kept giving it energy or you kept taking them back. And again, if you don't change your frequency, you're going to call in the same thing. So it looks like you've raised your vibration, which means you'd be calling in a different version of this person. There goes my nose. A different version of this person or somebody else. Oh dear. So think about it. If you were dealing with a runner and you were chasing, you were on the same vibration. We have feather. Have you been finding feathers? Signs. Lost loved one, protection. Feathers. You know, I was looking at oracle decks on Etsy the other day, and I actually came across a deck. I didn't buy it, but one of the cards had a feather and a stone, and the card was symbolic of somebody grounding themselves and the other person elevating, raising their frequency. So that could be symbolic. We have tattoos. So you have tattoos. This person has tattoos. Tattoos. Very soon. I knew this was going to be a good one. Very soon. Hours, days this week. 12/5. So May 12th or December 5th could be symbolic. Or March 12th could be symbolic. Very soon, hours, days this week, or by May, I'm hearing. So what is this coming that's very soon? I'm using 2 different oracle decks. I'm going to keep getting cards from this one, and then I'll switch to the other oracle deck. Whenever I choose these light ones, it's usually a good reading. So remember, if this person comes in and they're not yet out of that fear of commitment, or they're still in runner energy, not the right time. We have change, exactly. So if it's the right time, you'll see a change in this person, and you will feel like you've changed. Transformation. Cycles, that's what I was talking about with the frequency. We have blue eyes. So blue, green, hazel eyes. Oh dear, here we go. Reconcile. Getting back together, reconnect, reaching out. So remember, you don't want to keep giving to that chasing runner frequency. So if you've raised your frequency and this person is coming back around and they haven't changed, boundaries. I'm not saying they haven't changed, but I just want you to be aware. All right, let's get a couple more from this deck. Chaser. Chaser came out. Planning. So it feels like someone is planning to come back in towards you, someone that you used to chase. Chasing after, trying to control. So usually what happens, especially if you're counterparts, when you truly stop chasing, the energy shifts and they become the chaser. So it feels like this person may be coming in. Have you been focused on your healing? Have you been focused on raising your vibration? Have you been focused on your creativity? Or maybe they're an artist or someone creative. And we have positive outcome here. That's nice. 4-leaf clover could be symbolic. Positive outcome. Nope, we're not done with this deck yet. All right. Okay, so there's been delays here, but after these two cards, Spirit closed the deck. So, divine feminine energy. Yeah. You. Divine feminine energy. Divine feminine would not engage with a runner anymore. So we have delays, and then we have spiritual protection. So if this has been delayed coming in, it's for your own protection. Maybe because if they came in, you would start chasing again. Break that cycle. No more chasing. No more chasing. Situationship. A situationship that you've been taking a rest from. What are we? No label, uncertain. So clearly this never developed into an actual... Oh, buddy. This is what I mean. You've raised your vibration. You've raised your vibration. And now you're calling in a different energy. Your divine masculine energy coming in. Ooh, buddy. And again, divine feminine does not chase. Releases attachment. Surrenders control. Would not allow anything unhealthy in their energetic bubble. So if this person has been delayed coming back in, it's because you needed to embody this divine feminine, not talking about gender. Divine feminine trusts their intuition, puts up boundaries, does not chase that runner. Yay! That's very interesting. Ooh my. All right, so that's that for that deck. So this could be a test for both of you. Oh, while I'm here, I'll mention it too. A divine masculine, not talking about gender. A divine masculine would be taking control of the situation, would come in confident, would not be fearing commitment, would not be aggressive or defensive. Very important. So we'll get this next deck. Let's see what's going on. Nothing. All right. Let me cut the deck. Nothing. Spirit's being secretive. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Do I want to peek? Detach. So you would be detached. Look at this. On each side we have detached, separation, releasing attachment, releasing that chaser energy, releasing longing. And we have destiny, believing that is what is meant for you will not pass you by. So there's an element of divine timing here. And if you are still, I'm not just talking about chasing by like reaching out to them. I'm also talking about like thinking about them all the time, which is normal to go through. But that longing, thinking about them all the time, looking at their social media, wondering when they're going to come back, that's still attachment. Putting your life on hold, hoping that they'll come back, delaying plans. Did you take a vacation by yourself? I'm hearing, what about Bob? Vacation, I'm on vacation. Or take a vacation, I'm on vacation. Anyway. Like if you're in the energy, I'm hearing what about Bob now? Like, gimme, I need. That's like that attachment. And I'm not making fun of you. I can only talk about it because I've been there. So if you are still in that energy, start focusing on yourself. Start making plans for your life. Start focusing on your healing. Start watching readings about you. Okay? All right, this is nice. The letter D could be symbolic. Detach and destiny. Fated events. What is meant for you will not pass you by. Divinely guided. Protection. So just know, if this runner is still running, you're being protected. So if there were delays for a reason, you both had lessons that you needed to learn. Mr. Crow. Let's see what's going on here. What do we need to know about that? All right. Beginning. Fresh start. Did you recently move? Did this person recently move? Fresh start, going back to the beginning. So again, this person would be coming in looking completely different, just like you're completely different, evolved, raising your vibration. And I just got chills. When you're in this energy of detachment, when you're focusing on yourself, when you're healing, you go through a glow up, and it comes from within. It doesn't come from our meat suit. It comes from within. This is like Queen of Wands energy, very magnetic, focused on self. Chemistry, magnetic bond. So I talk about this all the time. The reason we call in the people that we do is because, especially with counterparts, they're meant to teach us lessons about ourselves. So if you aren't learning the lessons, you continue to call in the same energy, maybe this person, like on again, off again, or the same lesson in different people. That's why it's so important to raise your frequency, to change your vibration, to heal those wounds. Because when you come together, you're both unhealed in some way. And when you come together, there's like this magnetic attraction because you're on the same frequency. And then within a few months, all of your wounds rip open, dormant wounds that maybe you didn't even know you had. And all of a sudden, you start chasing. There we go. You start chasing, and it's like it's impossible to make it work. No matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you people please, how hard you chase, you cannot come together. And the more you chase, the more you attach, the more you think about them all the time, watch your social media, the more you repel each other. So when the chaser finally turns their energy around and starts focusing on themselves, the runner stops running. And when you're both healing and in divine feminine, divine masculine energy, that's when you come back together. If you're not there yet, then it's not time for a reconciliation. And again, when it is time, you'll both be different. This person will look different. You'll be incredibly different. So it looks like that's what you're calling in now, not through overthinking or obsessing, but through a shift in your energy. We can't just say, I'm not chasing anymore. We have to go through the energetic upgrade. I talked about what it feels like to be in union with yourself. So, fresh start. And when it's a fresh start, you can't just jump into a commitment. It's like getting to know each other again, all right? Yes, friends first, turning to lovers. You have to get to know each other again. And if this person, if you've truly healed your chaser energy, right, then you won't be in a rush to be anything more because you'll have healthy boundaries, Empress energy. So you won't mind taking it slow because you don't want to get hurt again. You don't want to repeat a cycle. So you'll be okay taking it slow. Friends first. Developing feelings, going from friends to something more. I just said that and then I flipped over that card. Magic. We have talking stage. Getting to know each other again, chatting. And if you look at this, they're in different beds. So protect your meat suit. This is, talking stage. Nothing more. Just seeing if they've changed. Notice, are you starting to feel that chaser energy bubble up again? Are you starting to be stressed out or feel triggered by how long it's taking them to respond? Be honest with yourself. Are you feeling that activation again? If you are, that's another reason to slow down. Just like they may be feeling the urge to run. So take it slow, okay? There's no need to rush. All right, let's get a few more. Whoa. Intention, clear on purpose, manifest, set an intention. So be clear. Instead of saying, I just want this person back, set the intention. I want a love that doesn't run. I don't want to have to chase someone or prove my worth to someone. And my intention is to call back in the healed version of them or reciprocal energy and mean it. That means if they come back in and they're not changed, you will remain protected. Boundaries. You'll protect your energy. You wouldn't entertain it. As hard as that can be. We have thriving. So whoever you are, you've been thriving. You've been growing, elevating, not just when it comes to not chasing, but also in your life. Alignment, living in alignment. So if it's not aligned with your highest good, goodbye. No, not goodbye, but I just heard the weakest link. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. If it's not in alignment with you and you're truly in alignment, you would look at them and be like, no, I'm not going back there. Not right now. So living in alignment, very important. We have incomparable. So even if nobody compares to their energy, you're incomparable. Nothing compares to your energy. That's giving me Empress energy. I feel like whoever you are, you're a divine feminine in divine feminine energy, not just saying you're in divine feminine energy. And I'm not saying that if you say you're in divine feminine energy, you're being dishonest, but I've been there where I'm like, I am so the divine feminine, but I truly wasn't in divine feminine energy, not yet. I was on my way there, but not yet. So remember, nobody compares to you. Nobody compares to the divine Empress. I just felt a tickle on my nose. You got another timing card. This is coming in soon. I want to say this month. This says this week, depending on when you're finding this. Timeless reading. Within days. So this message is clearly for someone in divine feminine energy. But it could also be a message for you that if you've been healing from this and this person comes back in and they're not in the right energy, protect your energy. It doesn't mean they won't ever come back. But if you're calling in, think about what I was talking about with frequency. Freak? Freaks and geeks just came to my mind. If you are calling in this person and they're still coming in the same energy, that's mirroring back to you that in some way you're still in that same lower energy and you still have work to do, okay? All right, let's get a few more. I feel like something's tickling me. Spirit, are you tickling me? All right. So if you feel, if they come in, of course, if they come in and they still seem confused and you feel like there's something missing, not the right time. We have missing piece, puzzle pieces falling into place. You know what I'm about to say. Missing piece by Vance Joy. Incomplete without them, final piece of the puzzle. So it feels like puzzle pieces are falling into place. But again, I feel like I'm channeling two collectives again. What's up with that? If you feel like there's something in your life that's missing because they haven't come back, again, doesn't make you weak, doesn't make you pathetic. That is a sign that there's something still missing within your growth. Update. I just got an update. Like your phone, update tonight. Upgrade. But again, if you feel incomplete without them, and people will argue this, that's showing you that you still need to work on yourself. Because divine feminine, inner union, you wouldn't feel like your life is incomplete without them. You would feel complete with or without them. With or without you. I can't live with or without you. My point is, divine feminine, you'd be fine without them. You'd be feeling fine without them in your life. Inner union. Okay? Oh, high vibration. Just heard my kid giggle their butt off. So, okay, we have reflect. Mercury is in retrograde. So things come up for review. Past, like people revisit past connections. I'm seeing that Ralph Wiggum, is it Ralph Wiggum, the kid? There's a GIF or GIF or whatever they're called, where he's on the bus. I resonate with it so much. Mercury is in retrograde, and he's like, I'm in danger. That Mercury is in retrograde will get you every time. So review again. So this is reevaluate. So this means that you and this person have done enough work on yourselves where this is coming up for review, right? I'm hearing parole board. Maybe somebody's in prison, getting out on parole. But this is what happens. Divine intervention, when you're more on the same frequency in a higher vibration, it's like Spirit is like, all right, parole, review, whatever. What did I call it? Coming up for parole. So this resurfaces to see how much self-reflection have you both done. So if you see, if this person reflects back to you that they're still not healed, again, it's reflecting back to you if you accept it. Like if you just want to hold on to this person because, oh gosh, they're back. They haven't healed, but they're back. I'm so happy. Again, not saying that to judge anybody. I can only talk about it because I know it well. That means that there's something that you still need to reflect on and that it's not time. All right, you can save yourself so much time and energy. Trust me. Vulnerable. So if it's the right time, this person will be being vulnerable with you, and you could be vulnerable with them without them running, without them getting aggressive. Okay? You could both be vulnerable with each other. Talk, communicate. Exactly. Exactly. So this feels like it's coming in quite soon. We have another timing card, 3 timing cards this month within weeks. So for some of you, it's this week. For others of you, it's this month, whenever you're finding this. And then I was hearing, what date was I hearing? May 12th. So how many months away is that? 2 months. Within 2 months. Okay? It's no wonder I felt called to do this reading. 2 more. Just 2 more. Let's set a boundary. 2 more. Okay, learning lessons. Well, now I'm peeking at these. Wait, where was I? Learning lessons. Maybe you just graduated. Maybe you're a teacher, or maybe they're a student. But this reevaluation, the one coming back around to see if you've both healed, if you have both learned lessons, then it will be the right time. Okay? But if only you've learned lessons and they haven't, not the right time. All right. We have quality time. So this person would be wanting to spend quality time with you, not just, hey, what's up? And then going quiet for a week. They would be putting an effort to spend quality time with you. Without you having to ask, without you having to chase. Self-improve, personal development, prioritize self. So again, if they're not showing up like that, it means you still need to work on yourself. Prioritize yourself. So if they are prioritizing everything else over spending quality time with you, not the right time. And when you feel that activation within you, where you feel like maybe you have to chase, you don't, prioritize yourself before prioritizing them. Because sometimes what happens is we push everything to the back burner. Oh, they're back. Push everything to the back burner and focus on them. But it's going to be important for you to prioritize yourself. So, challenge time. When they reach out, when they send a message, before responding, go do something for yourself. Prioritize yourself. Do some self-care. Do something you love before you respond. We have beautiful, attractive inside and out Empress energy. Again, it's not just about the outside glow up, it's about the glow up from within, which happens when you heal. Empress energy. So again, if you feel yourself overgiving or chasing, it's time to prioritize yourself again. Courage, strong, brave, emotional strength. This is what I'm talking about with the Emperor, the divine masculine. If they're truly in that energy, they will be showing emotional strength. This person ready to take action, to communicate, to send a message. Are you coworkers? For some of you, you could be coworkers. All right, so Spirit, close that deck now. So let's get tarot. Let's get tarot. Remember, detachment, very important. All right. I'm just cleaning as I go. All right. We have the King of Swords. Interesting, that just fell off a channeled message deck. Soul contract. The lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. So have you learned your lessons? Have they learned their lessons? King of Swords. So this person clearly hasn't been talking to you. Sword down. Higher standards. Very important for you. Higher standards. That's what I talk about, setting an intention. You've raised your standards. No longer willing to accept less than you deserve. So if they come forward and they're not the intention that you set, send it back. Send it back. You know, I always give the example of ordering a meal. If you ordered an expensive meal and the kitchen brought you craft dinner, which is fine, it's yummy, but maybe you paid for lobster. And if the waiter brings you craft dinner, it's like, wait a minute, that's not what I ordered. I'm worth more than that craft dinner. Not that I'm putting down craft dinner. Eating craft dinner is perfectly fine. But that's not what you ordered. So send the craft dinner back and say, I want what I asked for, Spirit. I'm not even kidding. Two of Cups. An honest and hope. Communication problems. Mercury is in retrograde. An honest and heartfelt, vulnerable conversation. A balanced energy. Mutual effort. Two of Cups does speak of a reunion, okay? The Fool. So this King of Swords coming in with truth and clarity. I feel like they've had truth and clarity, but they've been holding back, detached. You had to detach your energy. Maybe you looked at this logically, even though you loved them. But anyway, someone's taking a leap of faith here to have a conversation with you. There's a reunion here. Judgment. So, it's Judgment Day. What will you do? An important decision will be made. Have you learned your lesson? And if you have any type of fear that, wait a minute, what if they come in and they're still the same, and I choose not to accept their offer, what if they never come back? That there shows a little bit of attachment. And again, I'm not saying any of this to discourage you or put you down. I'm trying to help you. I'm Lord of the Rings. When Gandalf, I'm trying to help you. Anyway. Six of Wands. So you'd be shining. Six of Wands. Attracting a lot of attention. Loving yourself. Maybe you had a neglect wound where this person, if you had a neglect wound and this person came in and was very inconsistent, inside you would have felt unloved, unseen, neglected. But now that you're loving yourself, you wouldn't be attracting or accepting inconsistent energy. Maybe you're doing something online. I feel like a card is flipped up. I love this deck. It's the Way of the Panda. I don't know if it's available right now, but you can look. Ace of Wands. Yeah, somebody's feeling inspired to take action. And you would be feeling your little creative spark, your soul spark lit up with or without them. Let me just look here. I just want to see. Yeah, see? Knight of Wands. So if this person has not shown any progress or growth, send it back to the kitchen. Stick it back in the oven. Three of Swords in reverse. Reconciliation, making amends, forgiveness, apologies. All right, so let's see what's happening here. Where do I want to begin? Let's look at what's coming. What is coming? The Emperor and the Eight of Swords in reverse. Divine masculine energy could be in Aries. Someone stepping up. They're coming in. Eight of Swords in reverse. No longer trapped by their trauma is what I'm hearing. New perspective. They're going to look completely different. Completely different. They will not be looking like that runner. And they're coming in with a new perspective. I'm seeing the card. I understand your side of the story now, or whatever that card says. Taking control of the situation. Both of these cards. Freeing themselves from limiting beliefs, trauma that's kept them stuck. Possibly a situation where they felt trapped. We have the Devil and Seven of Cups in reverse. So they're coming in with clarity. No longer making you feel like an option. Seven of Cups in reverse. You won't feel confused. If you feel confused, send it back to the kitchen. The Devil in reverse. This person is coming in self-aware, taking control of this situation. And this is the end of codependency. It's the end of unhealthy patterns, those unhealthy attachment patterns, anxious attachment, avoidant, those things. So this person is coming in more self-aware of their fear of commitment or whatever unhealthy patterns were playing out here. So you would be more self-aware about your unhealthy patterns. One more. Well, Spirit said two more. Strength. Star. Four of Wands. Page of Pentacles. Fresh start. New chapter. Again, take it slow. Page of Pentacles is very slow moving. Well, maybe they've been slow to come in, but like take it slow. Don't rush it. See what happens. Strength. The Star. Your hope will be rejuvenated. Healing. Four of Wands. Reconciliation. You'll know if it's the right time. Eight of Wands. Communication. Rapid change. Rapid growth. Death. Rebirth. New beginnings. They'll look completely different. King of Wands. No longer in that Knight of Wands energy. A king has staying power. King of Wands could be a fire sign. We have Scorpio. We have Capricorn, Aries. The King of Wands taking the lead. So this will look like not inconsistent, not hot and cold. It'll look like sending messages first, making plans to see you, stepping up, initiating, spending quality time together. They'll look all grown up. Page of Pentacles, new chapter. All right. And let's see this person's energy right now. I think they're watching you. 8 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So good. It's so good. Overcoming adversity. Coming back. Coming in out of the cold. Positive change. Making many positive changes. 8 of Pentacles. They've been working on themselves. They're working on themselves. More stable. Look at that. Have I worked on myself enough to come back? That's what I'm seeing. Is my pentacle good enough? This is really good. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, positive change. We have a lotus there. Nice. So we have Page of Swords. So right now, learning lessons. Remember that card? They're also keeping an eye on you, is what I think. Or they have been, because for some of you, this is coming in very fast. And we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. So they've released some of this baggage, some of the things that kept them weighed down. This is relief. This is lightening the load. Nice. Let's see how they're feeling about you. Seven of Wands. Do you have boundaries up? 5 of Wands in reverse for how they're feeling about you. Wanting to end the conflict. Wanting to compromise. Wanting resolution. 5 of Wands in reverse. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. Listen, think about it. That's what I'm talking about with shifting your energy, raising your vibration. They're seeing you as you're in 9 of Pentacles. You're up here, stepping into your higher self, glow up, attracting attention. 9 of Pentacles. I don't need anybody that's going to bring my energy down. I'm good, but I'm good. You know, that's that energy. The 9 of Pentacles. If something's going to bring down your energy, you don't want it. You have everything you need within you. This is how they're feeling about you. So they see you as very different. And think about it. I'm so happy that the 8 of Pentacles came out for them, because if like the Ace of Pentacles came out, or the 4 of Pentacles, if you're up here, 9 of Pentacles, and they're down there, 4 of Pentacles, how are you going to come together? But you're like this. So, very positive. 7 of Wands, boundaries. Protecting your heart space. That's very good. Ace of Wands, feeling inspired to take action towards you. Very attracted to you. 444, protection. Let's get another one for how they're feeling about you. Eight of Cups. I will no longer accept less than I deserve. I don't want craft dinner. I want lobster. Oh, now I'm hearing, you're her lobster. I've never even eaten lobster, which people find funny because I'm from, I bet you've never heard of it. It's a tiny little fishing community in Nova Scotia called Digby. And I don't like fish. 8 of Cups. Again, you've walked away. Even though you loved this person, you were like, bye, I'm transforming. 2 of Cups. Mutual love, mutual energy. Very nice. 5 of Cups. Regret. Regret for not seeing what they had. I wonder. I was hearing the song Cecilia. Think about the lyrics. Oh, Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you please to come home. And then the end verse, because I looked it up, is about how happy the person is now that they're together again. This is how they're feeling about you. So even, like, they still feel love for you, but they also feel sadness and regret and remorse, which a wounded masculine would be feeling sorry for themselves. It's time for an honest conversation. Good. Otherwise, get away from my friend. I don't know what's come over me. Page of Cups, they're very curious about you. Are you creative? Are you a dreamer? Are you cute like that? Page of Cups, seeing a different perspective of you. Wanting to revisit the connection. Six of Pentacles, you will only accept equal give and take. And again, I have to repeat myself just for a little while and then I'll let it go. When I say equal give and take, I am not talking about 50-50, right down the middle, mathematical equation. I'm talking about a more balanced reciprocal energy. So 45-55, 40-60, not 10-90. All right. What action are they taking? The Eight of Wands is already out. What action are they taking? It'll be interesting to see if the Chariot comes out. Justice. Well, that's good. So they're coming in, taking accountability, being honest, apologizing, wanting to make things right. No longer blaming you. Maybe they blamed you in the past. 10 of Pentacles, coming in stable, wanting something long-term with you. That's really good. The King of Cups, yes. All right. All right. All right, you can... Okay. I'm feeling that big sister. Okay. You can reach out to them. You can reach out to my friend. All right. So they're coming in emotionally mature, ready to put in effort, ready to give to this. No longer losing their head in conflict, but remaining level-headed, coming in with lots of love for you. All right, you can go ahead. Not you, them. I give you my blessing. Not that they need it. All right, what is your advice when this person comes in? We'll see if I'm curious if the Knight of Pentacles is going to come out. Or the Chariot. The Chariot still hasn't come out. So what is your advice when this communication comes in? What is this advice, or what is the advice when this communication comes in? Well, yeah. Six of Cups. Remember your childhood wounds. You'll know if it's the right time to reconnect. Six of Cups. It does look like they're coming in for union or reunion. We have the Wheel of Fortune, so make sure there's been changes. No repeating those past childhood wounds. By the way, you may still feel these childhood wounds be triggered. But if you're changing the way you react to them and not acting on them, that's important. So Three of Swords. So if they're coming in apologizing, making amends, changed. This talks about reconciliation. So use your discernment. And we have the Page of Pentacles, so take things slowly. Actually, we have the Three of Cups here too. Friends first. Friends first before Six of Cups, before a reunion. This is a new chapter. You can see how it grows. Friendship turning to love. Three of Cups. All right. Is there anything Spirit wants you to know about this? This is pretty straightforward. What does Spirit want you to know about this? The Hierophant. Temperance. So it needs to be balanced if it's time for commitment. Remember your lessons. Remember your spiritual lessons. It does look like this is a soul contract. Could be time for commitment. We have Temperance. Be patient. Avoid, you've been patient. Avoid romantic pressure for commitment. Take it one day at a time. Make sure it's balanced. All right. Make sure, Page of Cups, make sure they're showing you a new perspective. All right. Now we'll get a few channeled messages. I like this white theme. I had another, it's out of my reach. I'll use the one I picked originally. I'm feeling called to check something. I'm feeling called to check something. Let's just see. I just want to see. I just want to see how this person is feeling with this deck. Enlightened, new perspective, better understanding, matured, wake-up call, realizations. I want to check. I just want to check to make sure. This is quite the deck. So let's just make sure. Unhappy with the outcome, sorrow, regret. All right, that's good. I don't know why I'm checking this. How are they feeling? Sensitive, taken to heart, emotional. This person could have been very reactive in the past. Love. Feeling love right now for you. Wants the best for you, protective, romantic, devotion, smitten, special place in my heart, deep connection. That's good. They could have felt like you moved on. You're focused on other things, distracted, unaffected, detached. Restricted, something in the way, held back, can't proceed, hands are tied. That's what I mean. It feels like they were being held back until they made these changes. How are they feeling about you? Nervous. That makes sense. When I picked up this deck, I picked up on this very nervous energy. Hesitant. So they are feeling nervous about approaching you. Longing, missing, yearning, pining, needing, wanting, nostalgic, craving, wishing. How are they feeling about you? May 25th could be symbolic. I'm just going to get a few of these. How are they feeling about you? I want to see how they're feeling about themselves as well. Disappointed with the outcome. That's funny. Blessed. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Lucky, grateful, fortunate, high value, appreciative, whatever that word is. Blessed to know you. You make them weak. They feel like you're satisfied, happy, smiling, pleased, joy, self-satisfaction. You could have stroked their ego in the past. Hurt. So they feel hurt, like they hurt you, like they let you down. They caused emotional damage, hurt you with their words. Let's see how they're feeling about themselves. Could be afraid that you're going to judge them, regret. Okay. How are they feeling about themselves and their actions? Overwhelmed. Suddenly hit hard. So moved, a lot to take on, unable to cope. They've definitely had a realization about themselves. Empathy, deep bond. So they definitely feel about themselves that they have a deep bond with you, like your energy is still entwined, dreaming about you. How are they feeling about themselves? Thinking more clearly, clearing head, self-care. How are they feeling about themselves? Oh, they're being very hard on themselves. Worthless. No one cares. Defective, no good, flawed, unwanted. I don't think this is how they're feeling right now. I think this is what they're reflecting on. How are they feeling about themselves? Like they abandoned you? Like they gave up? Didn't stay? Abandonment issues. So they could have had a fear of abandonment. I think they're feeling, just make sure I got all the cards. This is good. This is good. They're feeling more content, which means they're making peace. That's what I mean. If they're still feeling worthless, it's not the time for them to come in. So it feels like they've gotten over that. Remember what I said about the Five of Cups. They stopped feeling sorry for themselves. Victim mentality. How are they feeling about their actions, themselves? So they feel like they were moody. Self-doubt. Sorry. So they're sorry. They know they were in the wrong. Sad, remorseful, apologetic, olive branch. Feeling bad, guilty for how they're feeling about themselves and their actions towards you. They were insecure, they were lacking confidence, self-criticism. So if this person has self-criticism, anytime you told them that they hurt you, they probably thought you were being highly critical. Being put down. Did they put you down? They feel like they were guarded, cautious, because they had been hurt before. They felt like they were moody, temperamental, sulky, up and down, unsettled, unstable. How are they feeling about themselves? Like they lost someone they love, pain, sadness, endings, going through the motions, processing a loss, missing, crying. All right, I just wanted to make sure. All right, channeled messages. Broken. I feel shattered about the situation. Maybe you're from the UK. Shattered. All right, I'm going to say only 5. Only 5. We'll see if I keep to that. Only 5. Channeled messages. 1. This person feels interesting. Shadow side. You made me realize my flaws. Again, if this person had like a criticism wound and you told them, hey, your behavior hurts me, they probably felt like you were being overcritical. Daydreaming. I am always longing for you. See what I mean? That's why you need to get out of that energy. Soul tie. I always feel connected to you. All Roads by the Arkells song. Ego. I let my pride get in the way of our connection. Distorted masculine. Wounded masculine. Have you guys watched that documentary about Ruby Frankie? When I watched that, and there was that lady who was talking about distorted feminine and distorted masculine energy, it's like, that lady does not know what she's talking about. Anyway, conversation. I want to call you and hear your voice. Commitment. I want you to be a part of my future. 2 more. Chaser. I don't want to chase anymore. You. 2 more. Chemistry. I have never felt a passion this intense. Escape. I left when things got hard. Runner. We have inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. And unworthy. You're a better person than I am. All right, my friends, I'm going to leave it here. That was a good one. I'm sending you lots of love and light and strength for when this comes in. I know you've got it. You've got it. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.